Hello children, Perivasharanam. Did you all wish a very happy birthday to our beloved Mahaswami, Umachi Tata? Today is his 128th star birthday, children. And on this occasion, how about listening to some of his teachings? He has told so many good things that we as children should follow. I will share with you some of his beautiful teachings, and if we follow them, we will be the best children to our parents. First point, Mahaperiva talks about your home as your family. He says, your home is the family of which the father and mother are the heads. In the same manner, this whole world is a big family of which Ishvara and Ambika are the father and the mother. You should have bhakti for your parents and Ishvara and Ambal, who are the parents of the large world family. Between your family and the world family, there is another family which is the school. Those who are your mates in the school, your friends, they all are brothers and sisters. The head of this family, which is school, is the teacher. You should treat him also like the father and mother and show respect to him. During your school days, your only duty is to study. Your entire attention should be directed to studies. And if you are good in studies, very good. But beyond this, humility is important. Without this, you cannot become a perfect man. Mere learning will only give rise to pride. We know everything. I am very intelligent. Bhagavan will not help such people. However intelligent a person may be, he cannot gain happiness in life if he does not have bhakti for God. The next point which Mahaperiva very lovingly has given to all the children is physical cleanliness. You are children and you should be physically clean. If you are not clean, then it will cause accumulation of dirt on the body, Mahaperiva says. Therefore, keep your body clean. You have to take regular bath twice a day, morning and evening. And apart from cleaning of the body, he says you should keep your dress also very clean. He also says you should wash your own clothes and make them white and bright. This will give an immense feeling of satisfaction, and your parents will also be very happy. The next point which very lovingly Mahaperiva has given for all the children to follow is clean mind. So if you keep your body and clothes clean, next comes the mind. Purity of mind is very important. Without that, mere cleanliness of body and clothes will not be of any use. What is the dirt in the mind because of which we don't have a clean mind? It is the wrongs or the mistakes that we commit. All of us as human beings do some mistakes, but we have to accept the mistakes and we have to ask apology to Bhagwan. Then our dirt will be removed. Next point which Mahaperiva has given us is uttering lies and fear. When you commit a wrong, how do you feel? It irritates your mind like dirt, right? Then you feel that the dirt should not be seen by anybody and therefore you want to hide it. When you commit a wrong and if you pray immediately, the dirt will go away. The prayer itself will act like a soap. But instead of that, if it is attempted to hide the wrong, then a lie has to be uttered. If dirt is not washed but allowed to remain, it will cause a skin disease. In the same manner, if wrong is covered up by a lie, it becomes a disease. The most fearful disease that spoils the mind is telling lies. Why do we try to hide our wrongs? We do it either because we want others to think that we are good or because we are afraid of someone. The disease of lying shows itself as the disease of fear. You must have respect and devotion for all elders, but meaningless fear should not be there. Fear is dirt that spoils the mind. Even if you have committed a wrong, the elders should be informed in the house with humility, but no attempt should be made to hide by telling a lie. The next point which Mahaperiva has given us is jealousy. It's very, very bad. Another big dirt that easily accumulates in children is jealousy, he says. If another boy is better than them in studies or sports, or he is well dressed, or he is dropped at the school by a car, then children become jealous. Such jealousy will spoil the mind and lead to various types of quarrels which will affect the studies. Jealousy does not help in any way, children. It only results in our spoiling our mind ourselves. There should be spirit of competition. That is good. When another boy gets more marks, we should get more marks. And that should be with a good intention, but not as jealousy. One more thing is, for keeping the body fit and the mind happy, all of you must play. But little caution is necessary here also. Such play should not affect your studies. The desire to play should be kept under check so that studies are not affected. The next point which Mahaparibha has given is friendship and brotherhood. We have to be friendly with all students and we have to have a pure mind. One more important thing is when talking about dirt in the mind, we should never speak bad of others, especially when that person is not present. If we want to say something about another person, we'll have to be frank and be open to that person by communicating it directly. The next point is he's talking about cleansing the dirt. Just like soap and other powders remove dirt from the body, truth, courage and attitude of give and take are detergents that remove the dirt of lies, fear, jealousy, etc. But even for using the soap, water is required, right? Similarly, the water that helps clean the dirt in the mind is devotion to God, bhakti to God. It is our prayer to the Lord, which is like a bath in the Ganges. The next point, which very lovingly Mahaparibha has given is the Lord's love and the rules of dharma. The sun is so big. It is said that stars are also so big. Then imagine the God who would have created this. He'll be so big, right? Not only that, he does take care of everything in an orderly manner. There is no one above him to whom he has to answer, but yet he does everything perfectly. He has so much love for every single creature on this universe. We also should show love to him and have him filled in our hearts. If you pray to the Lord, who is the form of love and dharma, we too will acquire these. To think of his love and feel grateful to him is the bath that removes the dirt of our minds. Next, he talks about praying to become good children. Children, it is so easy to get a bad name, right? But once there is such a stigma, what all difficulties and shame we will suffer. It will be difficult to progress in life. It may look that it is difficult to become a good boy or a girl. But if there is God's grace, we can achieve that easily. You should always hold on to the lotus feet of the Lord and pray, I have no other go, Swami. You only have to take care of me and take me in the right path. Bhagavan will definitely protect you. Next point which Swami has given us is mother and father of the world. It is the Lord who conducts the whole world, right? We are all human beings living here. So are animals, birds, worms, insects, etc. The family consisting of all of us and these in the world. It is the Lord who conducts the affair of the family. Our small family is managed by both the mother and the father. Many things are required to run a family. The father goes out and brings money. The mother takes care of the home. The Lord is much bigger than this. He is more powerful than us. Therefore, he manages a family of the world by himself, both as father and mother. Our father and mother always think only for our good. The only aim of our parents is that we should grow up as good and intelligent children. We should progress well in life. It is the Lord in the form of the mother and the father who is showering us with so much of love. Mother and father, the first God we know. Children, you should always think of father and mother as your God. As a reverse of this, we should see the Lord in the form of mother and father. Avvai, the famous Tamil saint, I am sure you would have heard. She says the mother and the father are the God we know first. It is only after that, she says, worship at the temple makes so much good. When we go to temple and worship the idol, we should think of the idol as our mother and father. When it is said that the Lord is everywhere, he cannot have a form like us. But how to think of someone who has no form? Therefore, we should think of him in the form of our mother and father. Of all the people we know, it is the father and the mother who show so much love to us. Therefore, we should think of the Lord as mother and father combined and practice bhakti to him. He is Parvati, the mother, and Parameshwara, the father. He is Lakshmi, the mother, and Vishnu, the father. He is Sita, the mother, and Rama, the father. Even if we think of these figures, we feel so happy and joyful, right? Next point which Mahaparibha has given us is the mind and the intellect must be clear. Our buddhi is clear only when there is love and happiness in the mind. If we study when the buddhi is clear, we understand the lessons. When there is anger, sorrow, jealousy, the buddhi becomes so confused. When that happens, we are unable to absorb what we study. Daily for some time, you should think of the Lord as Parvati Parameshwara or Mahalakshmi Mahavishnu. The mind will become good. The buddhi will become clear. You will be able to study well and pass with good marks. The next very important point which Mahaperiyava has told all our children is you have to be helpful to others. If we want to progress well in life, it is only for helping others. If we earn a lot and spend the entire thing for ourselves, the Lord will not be pleased. Just as we are His children, those who are poor, those who are sick, orphans and others are also His children. If we do not help those children and spend all our money on ourselves, the Lord will not bestow His grace on us. So as children, even if we are not able to spend money at that age, whatever help that you can do as school children to your friends or your brothers, your sisters, we should offer that. So love all and serve all children. So hope all of you listen to these beautiful teachings by Mahaperiyava. He has so lovingly taught us how to be good children to our parents and to the society. Let us follow all these teachings and be good citizens of this wonderful country. Periyava Sharanam.